Hello guys, so I am back. I am sorry for being gone so long, but all with my exams and after exams with work, and after work I was trying to catch up with some old friends. So I've been meeting a lot of people lately, even though I'm a bit antisocial. But I've just been very busy, so I am back nevertheless now, and I've seen that I got some new subscribers when I was gone, so welcome to my new subscribers, and to the ones who have stayed even though I was gone for a month. Thank you. I appreciate all of you very much. So before I get to the review part, I am going to give you like a quick update on stuff that's going to be going on this channel. I finished all my exams already, so now I'm going to be mostly working, and that means that I might not exactly have time to upload a video every single week. Sometimes I will upload a video less often than once a week, sometimes more often than once a week. It will all depend on how much work I will have to do. For the video that will be coming up next, it's going to take a lot of time because it's going to be like a sketch thing. I'm not really good at sketches because I am generally I'm just not a funny person, like at all. I'm sorry, I try. But I wanted to do this one thing because it's something I could just do a rant about or just talk about, but I thought that the topic of the next video is something that I could turn into a sketch, and I thought that that might be just a little bit more interesting than just sitting in front of the camera and talking about that certain topic. So since it's gonna be a sketch, it's gonna take a bit more time to make. So I'm sorry if it's gonna take a bit more time for you to see a next video, but it should definitely be somewhere around next week, hopefully. So yeah, the second thing is that I am going to be, the next few videos are going to be stuff like most like reviews of books and makeup tutorials. I will try to get a bit more sketches done if you will enjoy the one I'll do next week, but since they are very time consuming, I'm not sure how good I will be able. I have no idea what I'm saying. I'm just so bloody tired. So yeah, this one makeup tutorial, kind of like SFX a bit, but not all of that, coming up for the girls. And I was also thinking of making a video about tattoos. If anyone would be interested in that, then just let me know in the comments below, because I thought that that might be something cool to make. I know there's a lot of people talking about tattoos on YouTube, but hey. And as always, if you've got any questions for me or anything you'd like to see on this channel, let me know in the comments below as well, because since I've got so much stuff on my mind right now, I might not always make the most original content, so I will do what you guys want me to do if there's something. Anyway, let's get started with the book review. Okay, so today I will be reviewing 3 Agatha Christie books. I have been a fan for like 6 years now, and one thing, even though I really like her, that I have to say is that all of her books are kind of the same, or most of them anyway. Like if you read 10 Agatha Christie books, it's like you've read most of them, because the style is always the same. It's after a few books, it's really easy to deduce what's going to happen next or who the murderer is. So yeah, but that doesn't mean that the books are less exciting or less interesting. I still collect her books and I still want to read more, so yeah. Anyway, I decided to review these 3 books today because I think that those are the books that really stand out in all of her work. I think I'm generally going to tell you why. In my opinion, it's if you should read something of hers, it should be definitely these 3 books. Okay, let's go with the first book. That's probably one of her most popular books. Then There Were None is definitely a book that you should read, because it's so original compared to all of her other works. We are basically dealing with a serial killer who takes 10 people, including himself, on a deserted island and just locks down the island and kills everybody off according to a certain rhyme. So in the first part of the rhyme, someone gets killed by bees or something. I think it's later, never mind. And so somebody else gets killed by bees on this island. And basically that's how it goes. You are not able to deduce who's the murderer until the very end. Like, even when the book is finished, you're still like... So yeah, but it's a real page turner. I read this book in like one day. Don't know how many hours I remember, it was so long ago. But I remember that I just sat down to this book, and the very same day I just finished it because it was so good and so interesting that I just couldn't stop. It wasn't my first Agatha Christie book, but it was definitely the best one I have read. The next book is called Hercule Poirot's, however you pronounce his name, Christmas. And this is one of the books with Hercule Poirot, who's, at first I hated him, like, he was so irritating. My first Agatha Christie book that I read was The Murder of Roger Ackroyd, and oh my god, I hated him so much. He pissed me off so bloody much. But then with every single book I read with Hercule Poirot, I just got so used to him, and I liked him more and more and more, and now I'm kind of in love with him. Anyway, this book is great because compared to most other Agatha Christie books, you do not know who the murderer is until the last page, and it's not like in the And Then There Were None, where you just got 10 people and one of them is a murderer and just go all and die. Spoiler alert. In this case, only one dude dies. It's a very rich guy who's also a dick, and he decides to invite all of his family for Christmas for the first time in his life. So obviously he gets killed. But like, until the very end, you are not able to deduce who the murderer is. There are two suspects, I guess everyone will have reading this book. And then you go to the end of the book and it's like, what? It wasn't them? How? So this was a real shocker to me, and that's why I think you should definitely try reading Hercule Poirot's Christmas. The last Agatha Christie book that I think is really, really worth a read, even if you're not a very huge fan, is Five Little Pigs, Little Kid Piggies. It also stars Hercule Poirot, but in this case, he takes it upon himself to solve a crime that was committed many, many years ago, like 20 or something, I think. And of course he solves it, but he decides to do it because the daughter of the murderer comes to him and asks him to do it. This is not a spoiler because we find this out at the beginning of the book, that this daughter is a girl whose mother murdered her father. Only, I mean, this is, I think, quite obvious since it's got a whole book about it. Only the mother didn't really murder the father. I mean, everybody thinks that she did, but she didn't. Not really. It's kind of obvious. If she did, there wouldn't be a book about it. I mean, come on. But the cool thing is that this book is original compared to Agatha Christie's because it makes you feel real emotions. Like, there are moments when you just get pissed so much, and there are moments where you hate somebody so much or love somebody so much. I've read a lot of Agatha Christie books, and I must admit I have never really been very emotional about them. I am an emotional person, very much so even, I must admit, but I have never been emotional about Agatha Christie books because they are just, you know, it's like watching a criminal TV series, crime TV series, never mind, like, you know, Bones or The Mentalist. It's basically a book of hers is one episode of such a series, so you know it's nothing to get overly emotional about, but this book actually makes you feel so much emotions. And the cool thing is that, at least in my case, the character that I hated the most, and I just wished so much that this character was the murderer, turned out to be the murderer. I mean, in my case, I'm not gonna say which character it's gonna be, because there's a lot of characters to hate in this book, so I'm not gonna spoil it. I hope this isn't a spoiler either. Anyway, I was very glad with this book because the person I hoped to be the murderer, not like thought, but like hoped, who actually hoped was the person who murdered the guy, is the murderer. So that made me very happy because I just hated that character so much. And also, as I mentioned, this book actually makes you feel real emotions while reading it, which, at least in my case, doesn't really happen with Agatha Christie. So, whether you have already joined the Agatha Christie book club thing, fan club, whatever, or you haven't read any of her books, or you don't even like crime novels, I still think it's worth a try to give. I still think these 3 books are definitely worth a try to read, because they are really very interesting and they are unique, in my opinion, compared to her other books. So thank you, that is all. I know this video might not be the most interesting for many of you, but this is my first video in a month, and I just wanted to put like any content out there that might be the least bit interesting. I promise you guys that if you stay with me, the next few videos will be hopefully more interesting for you guys. So yeah, anyway, please comment something nice below, like this video if you enjoyed, and subscribe to my potato face. No kitty today, but I'm gonna make a video about a cat if you like the sketch next week, so like it. Bye bye, mwah.